So I want to talk about innovation and leadership together, and we just touched on it very briefly there. Is when you think about leadership, remember when you're a little kid and they played follow the leader? And we said, and we still have a lot of work with swimmers, and we say, okay, you're follow the leader, you're going to lead someone up a lane, and they go and they take off. Well, they're the leader because they're going first. And they're the one who decides what direction they're going to go and what speed they're going to move at. Right. Am I thanking for this? These were the lessons that I got from Boyd. He said, I decided on my direction and I went after it. He said, once I decided on my direction, there was no compromise. We just said, that's the way we're going to go. I had no hesitation. So it wasn't a matter of maybe or if. It wasn't a matter of having doubts. He said, I watched and I learnt from everyone. I watched and I learnt from everyone. He said, we're always looking for another way. We never rest on our laurels because the competition, he lives in Europe, as you know, the competition is so tough. People are watching us very closely. Find a way to make it work. He said, too many times athletes in all sports will find excuses on why it won't work and what we don't have, what we can't access. He said, we've just got to find a way to work. That's the way we are. Be unique, and this was something we talked about a lot. I talked to him about, I said, look, I'm going to talk about innovation, creativity, uniqueness and difference, and the importance of that in sport. And he said, I agree with you, but you've got to know the benchmarks. You've got to know where it is to be different. Being different by itself is not good enough. And I said, what do you mean? And the way he put it was, he said, if you want to win at state level, you might go and see what's happening at national level. If you want to win at national level, you might have a look and see what's happening at national level. If you want to be the best in the world, you've got to know where the benchmark is before you start trying some new ideas. So back to Boyd, I said, how do you review your performance? He said, I look at my own personal performance 10 to 12 times after every competition to look at what we did well, what we didn't do so well, and what we can improve, and see if there's any opportunities to bring in something new to make a difference. Outstanding thinking. This was really good, guys. This was a phrase I hadn't heard anyone else use. He said, we aim for a managed, controlled win.